Some people walk into a room and change the air without saying a single word. Nobody planned it, but everyone straightens up a little, lowers their voice, starts paying attention. You've seen it happen, and maybe you know the opposite side of it too. You talk, and it feels like nobody hears you. You share an idea in a meeting, and the idea sails right past everyone. 10 minutes later, somebody repeats your idea, and they walk away with the credit. You leave feeling invisible. And then you blame yourself for it, calling it shyness, a lack of charisma, the wrong way of saying things. It's none of that. Nobody has ever shown you what these quiet people actually do differently. It comes down to five tiny behaviors, so simple they almost sound silly. None of them takes talent, money, or a memorized line. You can start all five today. I'm going to hand them to you in order, from the weakest to the most powerful. Stay for the last one, because that one, all by itself, changes how an entire room listens to you. Before we get to the five, erase the wrong picture from your head. Respect is not talking tough. It's not being feared. It's not showing off. People who shout squeeze out fear, and fear evaporates the second you turn your back. Real respect runs on a completely different channel. Think about it. When a stranger walks into the place where you are, what happens? Your brain decides within seconds whether that person matters. Before a single word is spoken, you don't choose to make that judgment. It happens all on its own. People who study behavior call this automatic scan the silent read. Everyone is reading everyone, all the time, in complete silence. Posture, pace, eyes. Your body speaks before your mouth does, and people respond to what it says without ever knowing why. Respect isn't announced, it's sensed. That's why these five behaviors work in any environment, at work, at school, with total strangers on the street, because the silent read is always on, everywhere, running in the background of every room you enter. You're not going to beg anyone for respect. You're going to change what the silent read finds when it lands on you. Behavior 1. The owner's posture. Watch how most people stand. Shoulders drooping, eyes on the floor, body folded in on itself, taking up as little space as possible. It looks like someone asking permission to exist. And when you feel small, your instinct tells you to shrink even more. Don't obey it. Do the exact opposite. Spine straight, shoulders back, chin level with the horizon. No robot stiffness. Loose, natural, but whole. Take up your space like that patch of floor has your name written on it. Now watch what happens. People notice you before you even open your mouth. They step aside for you. They wait for you to speak. Here's the reason. The brain of anyone watching links an upright body to importance. It's completely automatic. Nobody even notices they thought it. Test it right now while you're watching this. Straighten your spine. Pull your shoulders back. Did you feel something shift inside? That's the first brick of respect. You haven't said a word. Your body has already introduced you. Behavior 2. Slow motion. Observe the most respected people you know. Not one of them lives in a rush. They walk unhurried. They speak unhurried. They act like time itself works for them. Meanwhile, nervous people scramble through the day like startled chickens. Picture two people walking into the same meeting. One bursts in flustered, dumps her bag anywhere, and starts talking a mile a minute. The other walks in slowly, sits down calmly, and waits a beat before saying anything. Which one looks like they run the place? The slow one. Every single time. The logic is a staircase. Whoever moves slowly looks calm. Whoever looks calm looks in control. And whoever looks in control earns respect. Under pressure, your instinct screams at you to speed up. Hold that instinct back. Walk a little slower. Speak a little slower. Even eat a little slower. Your mind calms down along with you, because a slow body sends a message straight to your own brain. Everything here is under control. And here's the part nobody tells you. When you slow down, people start waiting for what you'll say. They lean in toward you. They get curious. Everybody rushes. Everybody shouts. In a world like that, the calm one becomes the most interesting person in the room. Behavior 3, the 3-second gaze. This one feels scary at first, and that's exactly why it works. Most people talk while staring at the floor, the wall, their phone, anywhere but the eyes. Huge mistake. Holding someone's gaze sends a message with no sound at all. I see you and I'm not afraid. Confidence is the thing people respect most. But careful, staring without blinking is creepy. That's statue territory. Here's the right measure. 3 seconds on their eyes, 1 second away, then back. Light, natural breathing. Use it in your next conversation with your boss. The same words as always, only now you hold the gaze. Notice how your opinion suddenly carries weight. What you said didn't change. What changed is what your eyes said along with it. Practice on everyone, the supermarket cashier, your friends, your family. 1 week of this and you won't recognize yourself. Behavior 4, the sponge listen. It sounds backwards, I know. How do you earn respect by talking less? By listening the way almost nobody on this planet listens. Pay attention to what most people do in a conversation. While the other person talks, they're already rehearsing their own reply. They're not hearing a single thing. They're just standing in line to speak. Respected people do the opposite. They soak up every word like a sponge. They nod. They make a small sound of interest. They ask real questions. They genuinely care. Phone face down, whole body turned toward the person. The power here comes from one simple law. Every person on earth wants to be heard. When you listen with everything you have, the other person feels important, and whoever makes you feel important earns your respect forever. So in your next conversation, forget the reply you want to give. Focus only on understanding. Look at the person's face. Feel what they feel. Then, and only then, answer. The way they treat you from that moment on will surprise you. Now hold on. The fifth behavior is the most powerful of all, by far. It's the one that separates ordinary people from the people an entire room respects. But it only makes sense to someone who understood the first four. You understood them, so you're ready. Behavior 5, the last to speak. The hardest one on the list, and the most devastating. When a problem blows up, an argument, a drama, any kind of chaos, say nothing. I know, it sounds strange. Follow me here. In chaos, everybody talks at the same time. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody makes noise. And in the middle of all that noise, nobody gets heard. Your instinct will beg you to jump into the fight. Don't. Stand still. Observe. Listen. Wait. Whoever holds that silence becomes the most powerful person in the room, because when the quiet one finally speaks, everyone goes silent to listen. Picture the scene. A meeting on fire, shouting coming from every side. One person crosses through all of it in silence, just watching. When the noise burns itself out, that person drops one short sentence, pointing to a different path. The whole room freezes, listens, and agrees. A handful of calm words was worth more than half an hour of shouting. That's what silence buys you: curiosity, an air of wisdom, the impression that you know something the others don't. Nobody respects the person who talks all the time. Everybody respects the person who chooses when to talk. Whoever speaks last and speaks calmly speaks with the entire room paying attention. Now, the secret nobody tells you about respect. It's not the 5 behaviors. They help a lot, but the root goes deeper. Other people only respect someone who already respects themselves. Look at the list again and notice the hidden pattern inside it. Standing at your full height is respecting your body. Slowing down is respecting your time. Holding a gaze is respecting your own worth. Listening completely is respecting the other person. Staying quiet in the chaos is respecting your own word. And you can't fake this. People feel, without ever being able to explain it, the difference between someone performing and someone who truly believes in themselves. Ancient philosophers were already pointing at this exact spot. The way you treat yourself teaches the world how to treat you. So burn the map into your memory. The owner's posture, because you matter. Slow motion, because rushing looks like weakness. 3 seconds of eye contact, because confidence shows itself without staring. The sponge listen, because making someone feel heard is worth more than any speech. And the last to speak, because the quiet one earns more respect than the loud one. These 5 pull anyone out of invisibility. With your friends, with your boss, with your family. You stop being walked past, you start being heard. So here's our deal. Pick one behavior, just one. People who try all 5 at once quit by Wednesday. Maybe the posture, maybe the slow pace, whichever one feels easiest for you. Practice it for 1 week, then come back here and tell me what changed. And answer me in the comments. In what situation have you felt invisible? I read every reply, and those replies decide the next video. Silence plays on your team now. Use it.